The Emerald Tablet. Not the Atlantean tablets. Not a medieval fantasy manuscript. A short, Hermetic fragment that became the backbone of Western alchemy. The Emerald Tablet first appears in Arabic sources around the 8th century. It was later translated into Latin in the 12th century and absorbed into the alchemical tradition of Europe. Though often attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, there is no historical evidence that a single man named Hermes wrote it. Hermes Trismegistus is a symbolic figure, a fusion of the Greek Hermes and the Egyptian Thoth. He represents divine wisdom, sacred knowledge, and the bridge between heaven and earth. The text itself is brief, a handful of lines. But those lines shaped centuries of philosophy, mysticism, and scientific imagination. Alchemists saw it as the key to transformation. Mystics saw it as a spiritual code. Philosophers saw it as a statement about the structure of reality. The tablet opens with a claim of truth, that what follows is certain, complete, and without falsehood. This was not poetic exaggeration. It was a declaration that the principles described were universal laws. The most famous line reads, "That which is below is like that which is above, and that which is above is like that which is below." This is the law of correspondence. It means the structure of the cosmos mirrors itself at every level. The patterns of the stars reflect the patterns of the mind. The movements of nature reflect the movements of thought. Reality is patterned, and those patterns repeat. This is not superstition. It is structural philosophy. If the universe is ordered, then that order must echo through every layer of existence. The Emerald Tablet then introduces the idea of the one thing. All things arise from one source. From that unity comes multiplicity. From stillness comes motion. From unity comes polarity. This mirrors Neoplatonic philosophy, early Gnostic thought, and later Christian mysticism. But the tablet does not preach theology. It describes structure, it describes process, it describes transformation. The alchemists believed that this text encoded the method of turning base metal into gold, but serious scholars agree that the gold was symbolic. The real alchemy was psychological and spiritual refinement. To transform the dense into the subtle, to refine impulse into awareness, to elevate reaction into intention. The tablet speaks in symbolic language. The sun is its father, the moon is its mother. The wind carries it in its belly. The earth is its nurse. These are not literal forces. The sun represents conscious illumination. The moon represents reflection and subconscious pattern. The wind represents breath or spirit. The earth represents physical embodiment. The tablet is describing an inner technology, a way to transform consciousness. It says to separate the subtle from the gross, gently, with great skill. This is not suppression. It is refinement. It is observing anger before it becomes speech, observing fear before it becomes avoidance, observing desire before it becomes compulsion. This is alchemy. And the tablet claims that through this process, darkness will flee. Darkness is ignorance. Light is awareness. The Emerald Tablet is not long, but it is layered. It is a blueprint, a structural map of transformation. And over the next episodes, we will decode it line by line, not as superstition, not as blind mysticism, but as a disciplined framework for understanding how consciousness transforms itself. As above, so below.